What's up, everybody? It's Amrinder Singh, and you are listening to Learn Punjabi like a native podcast. The main purpose of this podcast is to teach you conversation in Punjabi and tell the difference between textbook type Punjabi and the real conversation in Punjabi. Now, let's kick this thing off. Before I start the lesson, I want to tell you that if you want to watch it as a video, then you can watch it on my YouTube channel. Link is in the description. What's up, buddy? It is Amrinder Singh. Today we're gonna learn how to tell time in Punjabi, or if somebody tells you time, how to understand that. All right. First thing you need to do if you wanna tell the time in Punjabi, you need to know at least counting till 16. All right, not 16, 60. If you don't know counting in Punjabi on till 60, it is hard for you to tell. All right, so check my another video which I explain the counting, how to count numbers in Punjabi. So this video link is in the description, just check out that. Anyway, let's get started. So how to tell the time? First we are gonna look at like a simple time, like when we say 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, right, 3 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whatever, right, the simple. So if when I say like a 1 o'clock in Punjabi, you would say ek ਵੱਜ ਗਿਆ, ek ਵੱਜ ਗਿਆ. But if it is 2 o'clock, then you will say do ਵੱਜ ਗਏ. All right, or if it's 3 o'clock, you will say ਤਿੰਨ ਵੱਜ ਗਏ. So why it is ਵੱਜ ਗਏ with 2 or 3? Why is ਵੱਜ ਗਿਆ with 1? Because 1 is singular. That's going to be ਵੱਜ ਗਿਆ. All right. So there's only one word when you say ਵੱਜ ਗਿਆ with 1. In Punjabi is ek ਵੱਜ ਗਿਆ. If it is 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, whatever, then you would say ਵੱਜ ਗਏ, 12 ਵੱਜ ਗਏ, 12 o'clock, right? 7 ਵੱਜ ਗਏ, 7 o'clock, all right? It's pretty simple. You would just say ਵੱਜ ਗਏ, all right? 7 ਵੱਜ ਗਏ, 6 ਵੱਜ ਗਏ. I remember some people say in Punjab ਵੱਜ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, 7 ਵੱਜ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, 8 ਵੱਜ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, right? This is a very small part in Malawi when people say 7 ਵੱਜ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, 6 ਵੱਜ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, all right? We don't say, where I live, we don't say. Majority of the people in Punjab, I think 95% people, they say ਵੱਜ ਗਏ, all right? 7 ਵੱਜ ਗਏ, 8 ਵੱਜ ਗਏ, whatever, 8 ਵੱਜ ਗਏ, 8 o'clock. Now this was when you will tell the time to somebody, right? What is the time? But if you want to give somebody the time when you're going to do something, all right, it could be appointment, it could be your meeting, whatever, right? For example, you want to meet your friend 7 o'clock. What would you say? You won't say like a 7 ਵੱਜ ਗਏ, right? Won't, because it isn't at past. It didn't happen yet. So you will say ਆਪਾਂ 7 ਵਜੇ ਮਿਲਾਂਗੇ, 7 ਵਜੇ ਮਿਲਾਂਗੇ. It means like we meet 7 o'clock, right? So in that time, when you're gonna give the time to in the future, it's going to be ਵਜੇ, all the time ਵਜੇ. Now it means like you don't need to worry about anything like it's singular or plural. It's always going to be ਵਜੇ, 1 ਵਜੇ. We will meet 1 ਵਜੇ. We will meet 1 o'clock, right? If you wanna meet like 2 o'clock, right, you can do ਵਜੇ. So when you're gonna tell the time in the future, whatever the event is going to start in the future, then it's going to be ਵਜੇ, all right? But if you wanna tell the time when it's already done, then it's ਵੱਜ ਗਏ, 7 ਵੱਜ ਗਏ, 6 ਵੱਜ ਗਏ. In future ਵਜੇ, 6 ਵਜੇ. ਮੈਂ ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ 6 ਵਜੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਜਾਊਂਗਾ, right? I'll go to the city 6 o'clock. Now if you want to tell the time, like if it is 1.5, right? If it's 1:30, how would you say? If it's 3:30, if it's 4:30, how would you tell it in Punjabi? For example, if it's 3:30, it's going to be 3:30, all right? 3:30 ਵੱਜ ਗਏ is 3:30. If you wanna say 7:30, 7:30, all right? If 6:30, 6:30. All the numbers going to be a sadde, all right? If it is like 9:30, sadde now, all right? At the beginning it's going to be a sadde, then you're gonna put the number. But With the 1 and 2, it's going to be a little different. When it's 1:30, you won't say like sadek. You won't say that. It's going to be dead. All right. When it's 1:30, you would say dead baj gaya. Dead baj gaya. And if it's 2:30, then you would say tai baj gayi. All right. Tai baj gayi. With 1 and 2, it's a little bit different. But all the numbers, it's going to be a sade. Sade pan 5:30. All right. 1:30, dead. 2:30, tai. All right. When you would say 1:30, it's going to be baj gaya. Dead baj gaya. All right. But if it's 2:30, then it's baj gayi. All right. It's plural. डेढ़ बज गया ढाई बज गए all the numbers other साढ़े like it's 4:30 साढ़े चार again if you are telling the time then it's बज गए if you're gonna tell the events in the future then it's बज गए and बजे that's the difference. Even the past, whatever you did in the past is going to be vaji. Like if somebody say, when did you watch the TV yesterday, right? When did you watch the TV yesterday? If you watched it like at 7 o'clock, you would say मैं 7 बजे देखा सी मैं 7 बजे देखा सी. You would say बज गया when it is happened at that moment. Basically, when you tell the time, it's going to be बज गया बज गई. But in general, when you're gonna mention the time, it's going to be a baje. All right. Now, how would you say if it is like a 1:15, 3:15, 4:15? How would you say that, right? Or it's like a 2:45, right? So it also always confused me when I was learning English, right? Yeah, I can say it's like a 3:15, but I didn't know that how to say like a quarter to no, quarter quarter after quarter after three, right? It's 3:15. I still confused when I have to tell, or when somebody actually I won't use that. I always say it's 3:15, right? I won't say like a quarter after three. But when somebody says that, I still get confused a little bit. All right. All right, let's talk how to say like if it is 3:15 in Punjabi, it's Sawatan, all right? If it is 4:15, it's Sawachar. It's going to be a Sawa all the time. Sawa Panj 5:15, all right? Sawa Ek 1:15 is Sawa. Sawa Sat 7:15, right? When it's quarter after 7, 7:15. But if, for example, if it is like a 2:45, right? So it is in English quarter to 3, right? 2:45 quarter to 3. In Punjabi it's paune 10, all right? So if it is 12:45 quarter to 1, right? Pauna ek. If it is 9:45, right? Quarter to 10 in Punjabi paune 10. If it's 11:45 quarter to 12 in Punjabi paune 12. Basically when it's going to be like 45, right, then it's going to be a pauna, right? You won't use that number. Like if it's 12:45, you won't say paune 12, it's pauna ek, right? Same in English. If it's 12:45, we say quarter to 1, right? So same in Punjabi. So when if you see the needle, the clock needle, when it's on the 9, right, the 45, then it's going to be a pauna. If it's on 3, like 15 minutes, then it's sawa. And another case, like if it's 20, like a 9:20, you can say now what you can be meant. All right. If it is like a 49, right, like a 12:49, then you can say 12 nanjament. All right. If you know the counting, you can tell that, right? But the hardest part is when you're gonna tell the time like a sawa ek, right? Like a pauna ek, paune do, ded tai, stuff like that. This is going to be a little hard, so you need to memorize this. So how you gonna memorize it? Basically, just use it. Just see the time and say it, right? Or tell the time to you like your partner or the people, all right? Or you can just like repeat. You can listen this video again and again and just practice. Just tell the time to yourself. So here you go. That's it. So if you think you are getting the value from this podcast and you wanna support this podcast, then you can support it through Patreon and PayPal. Links are in the description. Everything would be appreciated. It would also help this podcast to grow more. By the way, if you had time to understand Punjabi pronouns like active pronouns, passive pronouns, possessive pronouns, then check out my new ebook. It's completely free. Link is in the description. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and learned something new today. I'll be back with another lesson in another day.